Hello Greenway fans, my name is Anna Wruck. I am a 6'1" senior middle blocker. My hometown is Monmouth, Oregon, and I graduated from Stanium Christian High School, Go Eagles, in 2011. I chose to come to Tulane. I've lived on the West Coast all of my life and never really been to the South, so it came down to Tulane and Gonzaga up in Washington. Tulane was like, we'll offer you a full ride. Gonzaga was like, come to one of our camps. So it was like Tulane. Well, when I first came in, Stanisha was definitely a very stoic Croatian man, and so since he's had like his son and everything, he's definitely become more of a personable coach, and that helps a lot from a player standpoint to not, it's good to be afraid of your coach, but in the sense that we know that we can talk to him and Jay and Wayne if we have problems or if we need something explained a little bit more. So that's in my opinion how the coaching staff has helped me progress as a player and generally as a person. You know, it builds a healthy professional relationship. I think everyone is really excited about going into the American Athletic Conference. They did ask us back when we were thinking of names for the conference what it should be named, and I personally wanted it to be called the Justice League, but that's just me. But I think it's going to definitely be different in the sense that there's no conference tournament. What you play is what you play. So that's definitely going to be a challenge, but the girls are excited, I'm excited. So I think as far as a team standpoint, one of my most memorable moments was going through like Hurricane Isaac. That was really interesting. But as a player and for myself, one thing that really strikes me about having been at Tulane for so long and just being in New Orleans in general is how strong the New Orleans people are and how welcoming they are. So that's probably my favorite thing about New Orleans, and just my favorite memory in general is it all has to do with the people of New Orleans. Well, one of my goals for the past few seasons has been to beat the blocking record. I was one off my freshman year. I had 125, I think, and the record is 126 or 127. And so that's my personal goal. I want to beat the blocking record. As a team, we definitely want to make it to the NCAA tournament. It's going to be a harder road this year. There's definitely a lot more competition. The 29th we go to College Station, so that's going to be exciting. Bigger schools, bigger conferences in the preseason. So I think as a team we're just trying to make it to that NCAA tournament. Currently I have a one-way ticket to New Zealand. That is where my family is right now. I plan on finding a job probably out there unless something comes up here in the States. I'll most likely be working in the South Pacific Islands, around those parts. I have a job offer down in Fiji, so we'll see. I was born in Juneau, Alaska. My dad was a bush pilot, and I don't know, everyone might not know what a bush pilot is. It's small planes, really intense flying. I actually got my pilot's license 2 summers ago because of that. So that was a lot of fun growing up out in the Alaska wild, and my mom's a doctor. That's why we've moved around so much. So we went from Alaska to Washington, lived in Washington for about 5 years, and then from Washington to Oregon, and that's where we've been for the last 10 years, and now they've moved to New Zealand. But I've been fortunate to have parents that definitely love to travel, and they do their best to take us around. We've been to Italy to visit some of our family there, and I've been to Australia before, and just random destinations. Well, I'm sure one of the things people will say is that I'm tall. That seems to be a given. That's always a tough one. It's really hard to know what people will remember you by, because you know what you'll remember your career as. I mean, I'll remember being a middle for Tulane, and I've been a middle pretty much all of my volleyball career, and it's a great, rewarding position. And so I just want to be remembered as one of the greats of the Tulane Volleyball, middles at least, my category.